Hello again, everyone. So we have another Kyosho Beach collection car to enter the collection. Um, I don't think I actually have a Nissan 350Z in my collection, and I think this is supposed to look like a Nissan 350Z. Granted, it's kind of like how NASCAR vehicles are supposed to look like a road-going car, but they're really not. So let's take a look. Oh, well, look at this thing. This thing was actually purchased at the Twin Ring Motegi. I think this is a racetrack, a really popular racetrack in history. So, I don't know where it's located in Japan, but I guess this is around $18. Whoever bought this, whenever they bought this. Unfortunately, this Kyosho boxes don't seem to write the date. I don't see any sort of year of manufacturing somewhere. So that's too bad. Yeah, if someone sees it here, please leave a comment, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, you'll see here it's part of the Super GT series. Autobox is like a car parts store, like AutoZone. And I guess they sponsor this race series in Japan. Let's see about this crystal here. Okay, so you gotta squeeze it a little bit. Pretty good box design, won't just fall off. And let me get it off the stand here. So, internet is telling me this thing is naturally from 2006, as the packaging said, but it's supposed to have a 3-liter, I assume it's a V6, and making 500 horsepower for these racing conditions. And it was an alright race car. I guess it placed 6th place and 4th place in the GT500 class in the 2006 season. So, didn't win, but well, I guess trying is half the battle. Alright, so let's look at this thing. So this black color is, it's labeled as the test car. So I guess before official sponsorship graphics were put on, it might have looked like this. I did a quick search. I couldn't find pictures of a real car in black. I only found this red one, which is, I guess, the official graphics that Xanavi or whatever. I think Xanavi is like a company that does satellite navigation conversions. That's the quick research I did there. But okay. Well, anyways, I think it looks like the photograph. It doesn't seem too far off. So let's take a closer look here. Alright, so the wheels here, it's hard to tell against the photograph, but other photos do show that there's 6 spokes like this. And what's nice is I think this thing actually has some printing on the wheels. No text, just some colors. But look at that brake system, and what the heck? That caliper is at the top. I think this is the first car I've ever seen where the caliper is located at the top. I don't know if this is an error, or if the real car is like that. But I like the fact that it has the grooves in there. And it is a separate piece. You can see me wiggling it around. So what about the back? The tire at the back doesn't really want to spin in the back. Well, where's the caliper? This is strange. Am I crazy? But I don't see a brake caliper on the back rotor. Or is it again at the top? Because I can see a black rectangle there. It's really kind of too hard for me to see with the naked eye, so I'm looking through my camera screen. The only thing I see different is there's a black rectangle on the top of that brake rotor. So I suppose that's supposed to be the caliper? Yeah, same with the front. So that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in the real world, but Kyosho, at least they put some grooved brake rotors, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so the black is a matte finish, and sadly it seems like there's some sort of contaminant or paint rash starting up. But the printing is all tampos, so they shouldn't crack off like a decal would. So that's nice. Oh yeah, there's definitely some paint rash going on there, so Let's see about the front here. Does seem to be... I think that's plastic. It sounds like plastic, this textured grille. Little yellow lip there. And then the headlights look really good. You know, clear lenses and then a chromed light bucket with molded details behind it. So that's nice. Some very subtle vents there. And then, whoa, this is a nice windshield wiper blade. It's three-dimensional. Look, it's clearly sticking up. And it seems to be a separate piece. So that's really nice. That's a nice wiper blade. Really small, separate mirrors as well. No additional silver paint though. This, ooh, more paint rash. You know, if this car is from 2006, it might be safe to assume this model might be from 2006. So if that's the case, maybe that's why it's got so much paint rash. Seems to be a molded in toe hook, I imagine that's what that's supposed to be. A nice clear plastic tail lights. And I think there's some detail molded behind those tail lights. It's kind of, yeah, I think you can see it there, little dots or something. Some molded in to the casting texture there in these vents. Okay. Some rubber racing slicks. Oh, it's nice to see that screwed together so you could do a wheel swap or maybe paint the interior. Although I think most race cars have black interiors, so I'm pretty sure this one actually is accurate. Ooh, such shallow windows, but I can see a stick shift there. There's a steering wheel. Yeah, can't really see too much else. The windows are so shallow. You know, there's one racing seat, no passenger seat, and there seems to be a silver roll cage, so that's pretty nice. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Is that a decal? I thought these were a decal for a second, but no, I don't see any of the clearness of a decal around it, so I think those are tampoed too. Alright, well, yeah, naturally it's got some paint rash. That's the major issue here. It's, but imagining if it didn't, it's a pretty cool casting. I mean, there's a lot of crazy details going on here. This wing here, it's not super thick plastic, pretty thin actually. And then it's got proper curvature of a wing. So that's neat. Where are the exhaust tips? Are they coming out the side? No. I don't know if that's a fuel filler door or what. But I don't see any exhaust tips. Am I crazy? But wouldn't a car have some sort of... possibly that? Or maybe that's for... I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know where the exhaust comes out. I'm sure maybe they're hidden in there or something. But yeah, okay. Well, interesting. Sadly, I didn't bring up more images. I just kind of picked up that one, and then can't focus in that shadow. But I'm trying to see that Nissan logo. Yeah, alright, so there's a Nissan logo there. And some more vents in there that I didn't see before. So, really interesting bodywork on this thing. Alright, well, not too much to say on this. It's alright. I wish the quality was a little better, but not many other choices out there. Okay, so I do have one other Super GT car. This is a Skyline from the, I guess, same class, but this is from 2008, a 2008 Skyline. So, wow, that Skyline is huge. Maybe they changed the racing regulations and allowed much wider bodywork, but, or maybe it's just an optical illusion because the Skyline is yellow. No, I still think that Skyline is significantly wider than this black car, but it's 2 years later, so Interesting. Okay, well, as usual, it's interesting to see vehicles that I've never seen in person. And that's one of the fun parts about collecting these little die-casts. I just like looking at the different bodywork and the styling of them. Although maybe in this case it's more engineering to create more downforce. But if you like racing cars and if you like the Nissan Z series, I think this might be worth a look. I have to imagine there might have been other colorways. I would have to imagine Kyosho actually made this red car instead of this test version. But, I'm wrong about 75% of the time in all my videos, so I apologize for that. Okay, well anyways, I guess I'll catch you guys when I come around.